Hey, what's up guys, WRG with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about one of the most important things that you literally cannot live without, and that's water. So this is a little more on a prepping type of video, but I think most of us are of the prepared mindset, and I'm going to go through my water preparations and what I do to prepare for emergencies. Now, emergencies could happen depending on where you live. Particularly for me, I live in a hurricane zone, so it's important for me to have water available. Water could become contaminated or whatever, something could happen, or mixed in with your sewage, the electricity could go out, and you might not have any fresh water available. As you guys know, you can't really live for more than 3 days without water, so it's very important that you have some type of plan. Personally, I don't live in a huge home, so I have space constraints that I have to look out for, and this compact, pretty much set that I have here really covers me for any emergency that I could think of within maybe 2-3 months, a span of time. So basically what I have here on the left, first of all, this is water storage. And as you guys can see here, you could use it for a bathtub, which is what it's intended for. So basically, in my particular case, if I know a hurricane's coming, I could fill this up. I have 100 gallons of clean water. This is high grade plastic, and it's actually intended for food. It's food grade, which is really nice. And it also has a pump, which is pretty cool. They sell this on Amazon. I'll leave links below so you guys can check that out. But it's pretty nice in my opinion. It's useful. You can use it for many different things. A lot of people don't realize that, it's not just for drinking water, right? So fresh water could actually be used for many things like your own personal hygiene, flushing the toilet, cooking, many things that you basically need water for. I think on average you need about 2.5 gallons per person per day to basically survive or live decently. So as you guys can see here, this is how it pretty much work. And I'm not going to take out all the plastic because I think the plastic helps preserve it, but I'm just going to be showing you guys pretty much my setup and what I do. So as you guys can see here, you could easily pump it out and stores pretty well. It should fill up pretty quickly. So all you need is a little bit of anticipation, and you could fill this up and you should be good to go. Now my next setup here is really more like my backup, and this is called the survival filter, also sold on Amazon, links below. And basically what it does is you could actually use this as a straw. I don't know if you guys have heard of the product Life Straw. This is one of their competitors, but they really filter down like a lot more than the Life Straw actually. It's a little more expensive, but you're definitely getting more for it. And I'll explain to you what that means. So for example, the competitor Life Straw filters down to 0.2 nanometers, and this one filters down to 0.05 nanometers. So basically what that means is that it filters out smaller particles, and that particularly for this situation means viruses, right? Because everyone knows that bacteria are much larger than viruses, so that should be filtered out with most Life Straw or similar products. But this one particularly filters out viruses, which is pretty cool. All right, so you guys can see here pretty much what I was talking about. You can see how it filters out the viruses, protozoa, and it's not 100% obviously. I don't think you're ever going to have 100% pure sterile H2O, but it gets you pretty much close enough, and I think it can get you through pretty much most situations. What I like about it is that the filter itself could last up to 100,000 gallons, which is crazy, but that's not the entire filter, of course. That's just the main filter. Now the filter on top, which is this piece, actually lasts for 1,000 liters. But for just 10 bucks, what you could do is you could buy a replacement. So basically in this little setup right here, I have 2,000 liters worth of clean water that I could use. So that's pretty cool. I like that you could just replace it, and instead of buying a whole new one for 10 bucks, you essentially have a new one. And it's just this top piece right here. And then another nice thing about this is it comes with these two pouches. Now these two pouches pretty much serve to store water for you, and as you can see here in the image, the woman could just basically scoop up any dirty water and filter it through directly the Life Straw so that she could use it. Or if you don't want to use these, what you could do is you could drink directly from any type of water source, hopefully a fresh water source that's relatively clean. This does actually clean out some metals. I believe it's up to 90% of metals, heavy metals, that it filters out, and it's pretty effective, looks pretty cool. I'm definitely happy about this. It's a very inexpensive setup. Pretty much here guys, for I think it was 35 bucks and then another 30 bucks. I would say for $70, $80 relatively, I have literally hundreds and hundreds of gallons of fresh water available in a very tight package. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of space to store up huge gallons and containers of water. I do have some available, but nothing too crazy. So that's why I had to compensate by using these two things. If you have the space, by all means, go for it. But if you are constrained, if you live in the city, these are excellent options. I highly recommend them. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you're interested, also check out my Patreon. You don't have to pay if you don't want to. If you do, it's really appreciated. appreciated. But I'm going to be posting links and things like that. A lot of times YouTube is very strict about what they could post. Survivor stuff they're pretty cool with, guns not so much. So definitely check that out. I also have a B channel, which is Mindset and Tactics. You guys could also check that out. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and see you guys next time. WRG out.